what's up, guys? I'm Edi Gathegi, and you're on Likez TV.
What the hell is that shit playing quick draw games when my ass is getting shot at?
Hey.
So it is so nice to meet you and honored to have you on the show. Thank you. I know you're pretty busy, right now, and especially you have a new show coming up on Apple TV Plus next year for all mankind. But first of all, Eddie, how are you? Just tell us, how are you, man?
Oh, I'm fantastic. I'm back in home in LA. I've been traveling a lot. I was actually in Paris a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, really.
And I loved it. But this time I fell even more in love with it. It's now my second favorite city. I can't give up my New York love yet.
Yeah.
Paris, special place.
So Eddie, The Harder They Fall is available on Netflix since November 3rd. So 1 month exactly. So congratulations, and I gotta be honest, I gotta tell you straight. Yeah, this is the best Netflix movie to date. It is a masterpiece, Yeah, you're amazing in it. The cast is amazing. The directing is amazing. The music is amazing. It has all the ingredients, to be a classic. It's massive success on Netflix. So congratulations again. It is more than deserved. You've been in a lot of successful, movies and show. Of course, the Twilight saga, and recently Caged with the leading role. But how you've been approached, for The Harder They Fall? Did James Samuel give you a call, or you heard about the project and wanted to do it?
I've been friends with the director for a number of years, and he's always, Idris Elba talks about this. 15 years ago, they wanted to make this movie, or James wanted to make this movie. And I met James 10 years ago. And it wasn't until 5 years ago that we reconnected, and it was pretty much because of this movie. He said, I have a Western that I'm trying to do, and you're going to be in it. So we just started the conversation, and then next thing you knew, it was actually getting made by Netflix. We're in New Mexico. I'm in cowboy camp, riding horses, learning about my character, and then the rest is history.
Oh, that's fantastic. And all the names in the movie, are real. These people existed, like Nat Love, Rufus Buck, James Beckworth, Mary Fields, and you are Bill Pickett, who also existed, right?
Yes.
And even if the movie is fictional, these people were real, and they have inspired this story. How did you fit, into the character, like between the fiction and the reality of his own story,
Well, as you mentioned, all the characters are based on real figures, and
yeah.
This is a fictional telling. So whatever they were in real life, they've been repurposed in our film to all be outlaws, and there's the good outlaws versus the bad outlaws. So really, it's up to the actor to do as much research and investigation about the real life version of the character they're playing, and then mix it with what needs to happen in our film with regards to the outlaws. So for me, I read Bill Pickett's autobiography and studied everything that I could. He's actually, he invented the technique of bulldogging. He's the inventor of this technique where he brings a bull down by biting the bull's bottom lip. And he's got a rodeo named after him. He was, in fact, the first black cowboy movie star in the world. So he's a legendary figure, historic figure in black culture. And I just took little pieces, and merged them with the sharpshooter superhero version.
That's amazing. That's amazing, man. And you're the kind of, you're kind of a protector. That's why I see it in the movie, of the crew, the protector of the crew. Yeah. And I'm sure you're killing it now, as a cowboy or horsing. And I bet, the Winchester shotgun has no secret for you anymore, right?
Yeah.
I guess the prep had to be tough, right?
Yeah, it's an extra appendage that Winchester never leaves my side. You know, that's his secret weapon. You know, his weapon of choice. He's, like you said, he's the protector. He watches everybody's back. Yeah. You know, every gang needs a sharpshooter, and every gang needs a soul like Bill Pickett, someone who's willing to risk his life for the gang. He puts the gang above himself, and he's a beautiful character.
Yeah, it is. It is. That's why I'm glad to have you, man. And what was your best moment to film? You know, a fun memory. You know, something. Yeah. Behind the scene.
You know, to be honest with you, this is one of those times in your career where you don't look at the work in front of you in the same way, and that's for a number of reasons. One of those reasons is this is an incredibly important piece of art to put into the world, just because of historically how we've been kept out of cinema in general, but out of this genre specifically. So that was one aspect to it. And then the other aspect was filming in the age of COVID is not without its challenges. You know, it's hard. You know, you're testing 4 times a week. There's always the threat of somebody testing positive and the production shutting down, and then actors losing their availability and the movie never getting finished. So this was the first time in my career where on a day-to-day basis, it was very hard to, you did it to the best of your ability. You tried to be present and appreciate the filmmaking process to the best of your ability. But there's a side of your brain that goes, let's just make it through the day. And when the day's done, you go, okay, 1 done. Let's just make it through the day. Okay, 2 done. And then when you're done, we couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. We made a movie during COVID. And now that it's out there in the world, you said it's been out for a month. The world has responded. You know, the cast just won National Board of Review Best Ensemble. So people are responding to this film. I think it's doing what we set out to do in terms of deepening the conversation on race in this country and race within cinema and race within the genre of the cowboy, the Western genre. So it's exciting. It feels relevant, and I'm glad to be a part of it.
Oh man, and you look like just like you Bill Pickett. You know, you just put the name on your name. You not put Edi Gathegi, you put Bill Pickett. I just love it, man. It's like talking to the character, because I just love this movie. Like I told you, Eddie, can you tell us a little bit, you know, if you can, you know, about, you know, the next project movies, you know, like we all know For All Mankind will be launched on Apple TV Plus next year. But what's next? What is next for you, man?
Well, that's the thing that we filmed a couple months ago, and it's being cut together now, and they'll put a strategy together on when they want to release it. But in terms of the next job, that's what we're having conversations about certain projects, and you know, I've gotten into producing now and writing, so. You know, there's always something, and it's just a matter of timing. It's always a moving pieces, this industry. You know, things come together and fall apart, and you just have to be malleable, roll with the punches, stay hungry. You know, I'm just as hungry today as I was when I entered this business 15 years ago.
Yeah, Eddie. Just before I let you, you know, get back on your horse.
Oh yeah. Okay.
do you want to say something to the French audience? Yeah, your French fans.
You know, well, I mean, I just mentioned that I came back from Paris, and I think I gave France the biggest compliment, because Paris is my second favorite city. I can't wait to go back. I love so many aspects of the French culture, and also how diverse it is, and I can't wait to have more trips and meet more of you and go see cabaret shows, because that was a highlight of my trip. Being a cabaret show.
Thank you. Eddie, yeah, let's meet the next time you came to Paris. I will be there, man. I need to check, you know, Bill Pickett.
I'm gonna hold you to it, brother.
Yeah, I would be there, man. Okay. Eddie, thank you so much for your time, and sorry again for, you know, the technology problem. You know, we have.
It's all good. We got it done.
You come back anytime on the Likez TV. You're my guest, man, and I wish you the best. You know, be blessed, and we need souls like you, man. We need souls like you.
Thank you, John.
Thank you, man.
Bless you, man.
Yeah, bye, Eddie.
Okay.